Guild Wars 2 is an open-world action MMORPG that launched all the way back in 2012. The game was advertised heavily for featuring a constantly changing world, unique characters, and a player choice-driven storyline, as well as a new hybrid action and tab-target combat system. It released to critical acclaim and quickly became one of the best MMORPGs on the market. 2012 was 10 years ago now, however, and I was very curious to see how it held up. I spent a few weeks playing, and I have fallen absolutely in love with it. Here are the reasons why I'm loving Guild Wars 2 in 2022. Before we start the list, I want to let everyone know that I will be streaming Guild Wars 2 content over on my Twitch channel, and if you want to help support me in making all my future content, that is the best way to do it. We always have a great time, so come on over and tune in if you want more. I also have now enabled channel memberships, but a little bit more on that later. Let's get into the list. Number 1, the switch to action combat mode. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. After playing for a few weeks, there are some amazing things about Guild Wars 2 that are way more important than the action combat mode. However, since it's the reason that I decided to try the game again in the first place, I decided to put it first on this list. When Guild Wars 2 launched, it featured a really unique combat style that was a hybrid of tab target controls with action combat style dodge rolls and positioning. However, recently it has allowed you to click a simple button and switch the game to action combat style that you've seen in games like Black Desert or Terra. This tiny little change has made a huge difference for me. As a person who didn't grow up playing tab target style games, I was really never able to get the hang of it, and while I really enjoyed the game, the combat itself always threw me off a little bit. But this new mode has opened up a world of possibilities for me. It's also nice though that they made it a toggle. You may want to tab target when you're playing a healer, for example, and then action combat mode is DPS. It's completely preference. I know some people who are very high-end players who only use tab target, and I know some people who are very high-end who use action combat. It is completely up to you. And again, it's not the biggest change by far, but it is what made me want to pick up the game again, and honestly, I'm so glad I did. The second reason that I'm loving Guild Wars 2 in 2022 is an exploration and story-based progression system. As a mainly Korean MMO player, between Black Desert, Dungeon Fighter, Lost Ark, and others, I am no stranger to the grind, spending hundreds or thousands of hours killing monster after monster just to chase that tiny little power increase that's always dangled like a carrot right in front of you. It was actually quite a culture shock when I came to Guild Wars. The game's progression is what they call sideways progression, meaning things that are powerful now won't be outdated in 2 years. The new items will just be different or include a new play style. One of the meta sets from 2013 called Berserker Gear is still one of the best and meta armor sets all the way now in 2022. This is a great feeling, knowing that if you take a few weeks off, months off, or even years off of the game, you won't come back to being a noob and have to grind all over again. On top of that, it's not a constant grind to always be trying to get better gear. Grinding for cosmetics, running storylines, dungeons, raids, PvP, it is all completely optional. You decide what you want to do to progress, and you are not punished just for having fun and enjoying the game. The third and final point that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is actually going to be quite a surprise to anybody who has been following my channel for a while, and it is gear balanced and varied PvP. It's no surprise that I am not a fan of PvP in MMOs. Even in Black Desert, a game that is literally based around PvP, I don't really fight other players. I'm not a fan of it. I don't mind playing against other players in games like League of Legends or Counter-Strike, but MMO PvP tends to be more of a gear check than purely focused on skill. Guild Wars 2, however, completely does away with this by completely balancing everyone upon entering. No matter your level or gear, you are immediately brought up to level 80, every trait and build available to you, and all gear removed for balance. While some classes are obviously going to be stronger than others, having the PvP be teamwork and skill-based over a pure gear check is a breath of fresh air in a game like this. On top of that, the game actually features many different PvP modes, such as World vs. World Zergfest, Capture the Flag, Team Deathmatch, and even a Smite or League of Legends style MOBA with towers and bases. There's even more coming out in the next expansion, which is going to make the PvP even more varied. It's all balanced, it's all fun, and you have actual great, real, tangible rewards for completing it. I love it. I'm actually PvPing in an MMO, and I never thought that I would actually say that. Now look guys, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Is Guild Wars 2 a perfect game? No, there are actually some things that I'm not happy with. However, the overwhelming amount of positives really make me want to recommend this game to anyone. I know that I've only outlined 3 points here, but there are hundreds more reasons why I'm loving this game, but I figured these were the most important ones for me to talk to you guys about today. If you're interested in learning more about why I love this game, there will be quite a bit more content coming out on the channel about it, and I will be live streaming it down on my Twitch channel. The link will be down in the description, and I will answer any questions you could possibly have. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're already subscribed, let everybody know in the comment section what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and if you want to buy me a coffee, consider becoming a channel member. The link is down in the description below. It comes with all sorts of cool benefits. Maybe do it, maybe don't. I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.